Everybody, it's Eric the Horror Man, and first off, I'd like to apologize for not putting up any videos on YouTube. I've been trying to think of some titles for me to do for my Top 10 Tuesday. I do have some in mind, but I might be able to do a Top 10 Tuesday this coming week. It depends on if I'm not tired off from work. But anyway, for today's video, I'll be showing off whatever Shrek movies I have in my collection since Shark Week is coming up. So without further ado, here's Shark movies in my collection. First off, we have Trailer Park Shark. This movie is goofy, stupid, but just fun to watch. I remember watching this movie on Sci-Fi. This movie does have Tara Reid in it, and Dennis Haskins, who's known for playing Mr. Belden in Saved by the Bell. So there's a flooded trailer park, and there's a shark that got electrocuted, and now there's an electrified shark swimming around in that flooded trailer park. But I couldn't believe how freaking skinny Tara Reid's arms were. You could see nothing but bone. So Trailer Park Shark, goofy, stupid, but just fun to watch. Next is Shark Night. I remember watching this movie in theaters. I think I saw this movie either in 3D, I believe, if not maybe 2D, but I remember seeing this movie in theaters. And this movie was actually fun to watch, where friends are vacationing at a resort and someone ended up releasing sharks swimming in ponds. So Shark Night, very fun. Okay, next, everyone's definitely familiar with this movie ever since this came out, and that's Sharknado. Yes, the very first one that started all, where you got a tornado and it's just lifting sharks out of the water, and you see sharks just come flying out of the air, just squashing people. It's stupid, but it's just fun to watch. You can't help but just laugh to seeing sharks come flying out of the air, just squashing people. Then we got Sharknado 2, the second one. Then we got Sharknado 3, oh hell no. Then we got Sharknado 4, The Fourth Awakens. Then we got Sharknado 5, Global Swarming. And then we got Sharknado 6, The Last Sharknado. It's about time. Next, we have is 47 Meters Down. This movie is also known as In the Deep, which I didn't know. And I didn't know that this movie got recalled. I did see this movie in theaters, and it's called 47 Meters Down. It's got singer Mandy Moore in it, where two sisters are vacationing, decide to climb into a shark cage to see the sharks, but the cable breaks and they sink all the way down to the ocean floor, 47 meters down. So not only do they have to find a way to fight off against the sharks, but trying to find a way to survive with whatever oxygen they have left in fucking bug. Get out of here. With whatever oxygen they have left. So this movie could be a little bit uncomfortable, uneasy, and claustrophobic for some people, but 47 Meters Down was very fun to watch. Next is a sequel, 47 Meters Down, Uncaged, where teens decide to venture in an underwater city, but they end up coming across a shark that's completely blind. So not only do they have to find a way to get out of the underwater city that they're exploring in, but find a way to avoid the blind shark. So this movie was actually not bad for a sequel. Very fun. Next up, Deep Blue Sea. I remember watching this movie in the late 90s. This has got singer LL Cool J and Samuel Jackson in it, where there's a bad storm and it just floods the top of the surface, but next, it gets worse. It kind of like starts flooding the research facility, and now whatever group of survivors had to find a way to get up to the surface and also survive against these sharks. After they got injected or something, they're just meaner, faster, and smarter. So Deep Blue Sea, very fun shark movie to watch, and the guy who directed this movie is the same guy who directed Cliffhanger, Die Hard 2, and Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Next, Deep Blue Sea 2. I remember watching this on Sci-Fi, and I only watched this one once on Blu-ray. I don't remember much info on this one, but same thing. People trying to survive against sharks. Next is Deep Blue Sea 3. This one was actually a lot better than the second one. Again, I only saw this movie once when it went straight to video on Blu-ray, and I don't remember much info on it, but again, people trying to survive against sharks. Next is The Meg. This movie was awesome. It was just so fun to watch. I thought Jason Statham did a hell of a good job in this movie, where they end up fighting a 75-foot megalodon, which is supposed to be a legend, a myth, but now they have to find a way to kill off this 75-foot megalodon. So, The Meg, very fun shark movie to watch. Next, The Shallows. This is a very fun shark movie to watch. I saw this movie in theaters. This movie's got Blake Lively in it, where she's like surfing, then she gets attacked by a shark, and now she's like stranded on a rock just a couple hundred yards, like 100 yards away from the shore. So not only she has to find a way to get to the shore, but also find a way to fight off the shark, which is just hanging around in the shallow end and not in the deep end. So The Shallows, definitely recommend checking this one out. Next we have is Jaws: The Revenge. I know some people may not like this one, but I thought this movie wasn't too bad. So, Jaws: The Revenge, where the Great White follows the widowed wife of the police chief to a tropical island after her son gets killed by a great white when he was on duty, and now she's vacationing with her other son on a tropical island, but the great white follows and is not too far behind. So, Jaws: The Revenge. I know some people may not like it, but I thought it was fun. Next is Jaws 3. They did this movie in 3D when this movie came out in the 80s, where people are like exploring like at a theme park in underwater catwalk or tunnel underwater, where they get to see the ocean floor and see all types of creatures that's swimming in the ocean. But when the people end up capturing the baby great white, and when that baby great white dies, pisses off the mother, and now she invades the theme park. So Jaws 3, not bad of a movie, very fun. Next, Jaws 2. This movie was actually a very fun sequel to watch after the first one, where Chief Brody again deals with another great white, but this time he's like trying to save his two sons are out sailing in the middle of the ocean, but also trying to save a group of teens that's also out there sailing with the police chief's two sons. So Jaws 2, very fun sequel to watch. And of course, as you can tell by the tank top, Jaws, the most popular shark movie there is that everyone is familiar with, that everybody knows. I'm not going to go into details because everyone knows the info on the movie. And of course, they all know that this movie is a classic, and this is like the most popular shark movie there is. So, Jaws, definitely recommend checking out if you haven't seen it, because this is a classic, and this is one of the most recognizable shark turtle movies ever. Alright, guys, so that's my shark movie collection. What'd you guys think? Was there any shark movies that you liked that was in my collection? If so, please let me know in the comments down below. And like and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for some more videos. Later.